It is amazing, the work that you do. And I'm here to tell you that one of the things that I want to make sure that I do is ensure that more people understand the power of Skyline College, right? More people need to celebrate us. More people need to know the incredible work that you do each and every day. And I can assure you, now that I'm with you, that one of my priorities is to make sure that we build and broaden the acknowledgement and the recognition of your hard work and what we do here at Skyline College. We have done so much, right? We really have. And that makes me smile every day. It should make you smile too. And even though we have done so much, and even though we have come so far, I find myself this morning still focused and thinking about a question that I'd like to share with you. And that question is this: how can we do even more? Even more to ensure that more students that walk through our doors can access opportunity, complete their education in a timely manner, and then elevate economically and socially. How do we do that? Yeah, how do we do that in a moment where if we are not too careful, we might become overwhelmed with all the obstacles that seemingly are swirling all around us here at Skyline? What kind of obstacles could I be talking about? Well, we heard some of them yesterday, didn't we? We've got federal legislation that threaten our students and many of our employees and our core commitments to diversity, equity, and inclusion. We've got a declining slope of public trust in higher education as an enterprise. It's a threat. We've got an uncertain economy, not just nationally and in the state of California, but more importantly, in all the communities that we serve and that we're beholden to. Challenges with housing costs and employment. These are real threats that could cause us to not be sure how to answer this question. How do we ensure that more students have access to opportunity, can complete their education in a timely manner, and elevate economically and socially? If we're not careful, the obstacles, they can seem incredibly overwhelming. You know, when I was here earlier in July, I had a great honor and pleasure to meet several of you. I look forward to meeting more of you in meet and greets. And in some of those meet and greets, I talked a little bit about what I think is Skyline's take on obstacles. You know, sometimes you're walking along on a path and you encounter an obstacle that makes you trip or stumble for a moment. And in that moment, that obstacle can cause you to feel a little scared. You trip, you stumble a little bit, right? Can feel like you're falling. But most of the time, you're not really falling, are you? Right? You're moving along, you hit an obstacle, and then if you're like me, you stumble, you lose your balance, but then what do? You find your equilibrium, you pause, you take a breath maybe, and then you keep moving forward. And it's time for us to understand that the obstacles are not things that are going to defeat us. No. This is an opportunity for us to move forward faster. Now, I said this as well when I came for the interview, and I really meant it, that there are times where higher education, we can be worriers. We can be worrying about all the real serious obstacles that are out there. But what I know of this college already 2 months in is that you are more than just worriers. You are warriors. You're warriors for this college, you're warriors for students, and you're doing the right things. And so now, yes, I'm going to ask you, we must do more. This year, we must stay focused on access, completion, and elevation. Helping more students access opportunity, helping more students complete their education in a timely manner, and help more students elevate economically and socially. And there's a lot of things that I have to learn from you to understand how I can help you, help us get there. But right now, this morning, there are two things that come to mind when I think about the answer to that question. And the first is courage. We have to find it every day to show up with courage. I learned about courage from my grandmother. She's a 93-year-old black woman in Sacramento. I love her so much. And she taught me a lot about courage. Courage to do the hard work first. When I was little, she used to take me and my 4 siblings to the Sacramento State Fair. And all I really wanted to do, and my brothers and sisters, we just wanted to ride the rides. We just wanted to do the fun stuff. But my grandmother, Joanne, she sat us down, and she was like, before I buy you tickets to go on the roller coaster, I'm first going to take you to the exposition hall. And in the exposition hall, we're going to walk around and spend some time looking at all the counties in this great state, learning about what makes them unique, the people, what they do, how we're all one state working together towards some goals. And then after we do that walk, I'm going to sit you down, you and your siblings, and I'm going to give you a quiz. I know, right? I was so disappointed. I just wanted to do the rides. I didn't want to, learn new information and just figure out I just wanted to play. Yeah. But I can see what she was doing back then for me. She was showing me and my brothers and sisters the importance of hard work, community, and really taking advantage of all the information that's out there, right? And learning new things. And she had the courage to do that with 5 little kids that really wanted to get around. So we have to find the courage to do the hard things. That is how we ensure that more students access opportunity. That's how we ensure more students than ever before can complete their education in a timely manner. And that's how we ensure that students are elevating economically and socially. But there's one more part. There's one more part for me personally. And it's about understanding, okay, that sounds nice, Nate, yes, we've been doing that here, you newbie, that's what we do. Yes, I believe that. But for me, I want to challenge you to do more in those 3 verbs. And anything I ask you to do, I'm going to do as well, right? So I'm going to commit to 3 specific approaches that I want to focus on this year. This ties to our education master plan. This ties to the district's plan. This ties to what we're doing here at Skyline. But these are 3 commitments that I'm going to make to you, and I would ask that you join me in them. Commitment number 1, to get us farther along around access, completion, and elevate, is we have got to, I am going to, lean in more to data-informed decision-making. I'm really, really interested in making sure that I do that as your president. That I take the data that's out there, I share it with you, I share it with the local community, and that we not just share it, but that we utilize it to continue to get better. So I'd like you to think about how you can do that in your work too. Lean a little bit more. It might start with recognizing we've got to do different things to improve the quality of data collection. That's true. But we have to lean into data-informed decision-making. We just have to. Now is the time, more than ever, to do it. Predictive analytics is a thing in higher education, and it allows colleges like ours to be even better. Okay, the second commitment that I'm going to have, I need to lean a little bit more with kindness and collegiality into accountability. So I want you to hold me accountable. We all need to hold each other accountable, yes. We've got to lean into that, right? We have to. Hold me accountable to come back here in November and find a way to share out things that I'm learning about the college. Right? I will do that come November. But we need to hold each other accountable more. And the third commitment that I'm going to make that I'd ask you to join me is to strategically collaborate with your colleagues. Strategically collaborate. I know you collaborate here already, but I want you to collaborate around a very specific strategy, and that goes back to everything that we've heard all day around return on investment. Strategically collaborate around this idea of increasing access to upward economic mobility. Right? Look for ways to have more conversations about not just what students are doing here at Skyline, but how we are positioning ourselves to catapult them into success, whether that's jobs for the future or that's transfer. Okay. Friends, you know, the question is out there, and it's our job this year to continue to answer it. And we can do it, right? You've been doing it long before I was even here. My challenge for us is that we, in addition to recognizing and to celebrating, that we continue to grind hard and work harder for our students so that more students have those opportunities. I can see you. I can see all of you. You are not just worriers in the moment. You're all warriors. You're all leaders. We're going to do great things together this year. We truly, truly are. And I am here to stay. I am not going anywhere. We're going to walk this path together, right? So, Skyline College, let's go ahead and put that schedule up, right? This is not the end of the day. We've got meet and greet in the Fireside Dining Hall. Look forward to meeting you. We've got lunch coming soon in a bit, professional development. But in that spirit of strategic collaboration, I want to give more time back to you for community, for connections, all right? Yes? 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 Okay. I am with you. We are here for students, and we're going to have a great year. I look forward to seeing all of you all throughout this semester. Thank you so much, right? Thank you so much. Let's have a great year. Let's have a great year.